The Black Crag Bozos will be safe from relegation if they avoid defeat by 3 clear touchdowns against the already relegated Royal Santa Magritta. The Bozos have a superior touchdown difference and a superior head-to-head record to the Sartosa Deckhands, so even a 2-touchdown defeat would see them hang on to 10th place at worst. They need to lose by 3 or more for them to start getting into trouble. For the Bozos, blitzer Crag Sharp Thumb will require Recuperate to play after suffering a serious injury against the Boozers last round. But the slightly complicating factor is, of course, that Howitzer Cup final, because the Bozos might slightly be in preservation mode with that Howitzer Cup final against the Deckhands on the horizon. The Royals, already relegated after that insanely dramatic 0-0 draw against the taller than El Celtics last round. They will be without thrower Marco von Peebles after he was frozen out of the team by head coach Natty Davino and team owner Eleanor Brands. Most speculation suggests von Peebles may have played his last game for the Royals. Might not be able to afford those wages in the second division. Viking Cop, your thoughts?
As you said, looks like the Bozos have the easiest task of the evening. However, it's the Bozos, so you can never be sure, and it's true that the Royals have not gotten any win in the entire season. So this could be the win that compensates for them all.
Well,
you know
even the Quintex City Assassins managed to win last season, so it would be quite a change for the team who finished 3rd in the Elite Division last season to go this entire season without getting one. But the Bozos on paper won't be an easy opponent for them, that's for sure. Let's get into this one then. It is the final time, for a little while at least, that we will see Royal Santa Magritta on the main show for the Elite Division. They're going to be going down to the second division next season, where they'll be picked up by the wonderful Mongoose and T-Self for the second helping show. Shame to lose them. They've given us some good value, especially against the Celtics. So, as we say, for the Bozos, the situation is pretty straightforward. Don't lose this match by 3 or more touchdowns, and they will hang on once again to their Elite Division status. Simple as that, Viking Cup.
It should be simple. Oh, we have the mighty Troop yet again. I think he's part. He's owning already some shares and stocks from the ZFL himself.
Yeah, he's getting a run out this season, isn't he? The Bozos are going to receive the ball as we take a moment to have a look. I don't know what happened there, but the tree's fire seemed to come all the way past the camera.
It was a touch. It was a flamethrower aiming at us.
We must have upset the tree. Here is your Royal Santa Magritta lineup then for the game. Their final game in the Elite Division for a little while at least. Oakbury Orchard is the tree who's firing fire at the camera. He has leader and pile driver. The rookie Dwarf Blitzer Sigmunder Slashbeard continues. Macintosh will require another great performance today. He had a magnificent game against the Celtics, but he's going to need to repeat that against the Bozos today, and then some, if the Royals are going to help the deckhands out. The 2 dwarf blockers, Silver Throne and Waddington, continue as well. Eddie Sylvester, who's had a poor season, in comparison to his debut campaign in 24-93. Continues at catcher. Of course, Sylvester failing that rush into the end zone a week ago against the Celtics, which ultimately cost the Royals victory, and a victory here would have kept them alive into the final round. So, yeah, that was a real shame for them. Two halflings, Lothar Marigold and Roderick Roothopper, who, with an armor value 6+, halfling, I assumed he would have been dead by now. But he's on the verge of making it all the way through the season, is Lothar Marigold. As is Bailey Wade, the movement 5, strength 2 lineman, who's still knocking around. I can't imagine he'll get a new contract, even though he is Dirty Player Sneaky Git, so maybe he will get a new contract next season.
I think he's a good player. He's in my eyes.
Morgan Davey is the other side of that coin, Sneaky Gate and pile driver. Dan Jaros is the frenzy juggernaut blitzer who sacked the ball quite a lot in his short time with the team. And the mighty Zug wears the number 1 jersey today. For the Bozos, Wrecking Ball is the shadowing troll who we look forward to seeing do some nonsense. He didn't shadow very much against the Boozers, but that's probably not surprising. 4 big uns, Gargon the Great, Thrust, Brain Masher, Ognosh, Ripoff, and Lug Mosh Pit. 4 blitzers, Goal Kick, Razagul Domanic, Blitz Cop, Ruckshak, and Crag Sharpthumb, who does use Recuperate to be fit for the game. All 4 of those blitzers have Mighty Blow. Maraudin Egger is the thrower, who gets himself into lots of trouble with Frenzy and Wrestle and all sorts of nonsense. And then the Brothers of Destruction, Chucker a Beef, and Ogrok Leg Slitter are joined by Mauler as the 3 linemen. In terms of inducements, it's the Mighty Zug and a bribe for Royal Santa Magritta. Can they go out with a win?
I like the addition of Mighty Zug in the Royals. I've played this setup myself not long ago. It did well. It did not amazing, but it did well. I think Zug is a good added value, but they are setting up really in the backfield.
Yeah, both dirty players on the LOS as well. Here comes the kick from Slashbeard, and Egger's going to move close to that, and he has caught the ball. No, his mate caught the ball. Ognosh Ripoff.
Okay.
On the scatter there. I'll try and click through the kickoff event quickly enough.
It's clear that nobody likes Maradin Egor, not even in his team.
Iron Man gives us an extra armor for somebody. Got that extra armor. It's Egger, whose armor value 10+ for the match.
Now it's a real orc. Finally.
Over to hit the game from Sharpthumb onto Bailey Wade. And that was a stun. Couldn't see that behind the tree. And the dwarf take an armor break as well. Can we make it 3 for 3 against the tree? We cannot. But there might be a foul on that just yet. 1 in 9 against Dangerous.
Oh, Dangerous has been performing really well the entire season.
Can we afford a foul here? We're going to need a rush.
We can always afford a foul.
Here comes a beef with the foul on the tree.
2-assist foul is not good enough for the tree. And tree immediately stands up. Oh, excellent position from Orchard. Tying 3 players himself. And I think we're going to see a 3 dive from the mighty 2. Oh no, maybe not.
We're going to see a knockdown from Dangerous, who gets the break. And the KO
and the
on Goal Kick.
Ooh, very spicy. It's going to be a GFI. No GFI needed. And the mighty 2 is going to knock back. Is this going to allow for the base on the ball?
I think that's not the way we're going, is it? No, Morgan Davey is coming in, not quite. There's going to be a foul from the halfling. Lothar Marigold. And nothing
choice.
doing there either.
That's exposing Marigold. I think it's fine. For now.
Blitz from Thrust Brain Masher is a push against stand firm only. So the Bozos
And
not
Dangerous
making a great
is
start.
not going anywhere. Dangerous has been performing really well.
The Bozos as well, heading over to this flank, away from the tree, but away from a lot of their team as well.
I know, they are splitting the team effectively in two. They really
Go
want
back.
to bring Ultra down. It's not the best move. They are committing too many resources, really. If Ultra stands up, then the Bozos are totally splitted in two.
One eye push against Macintosh, who does not have stand firm. That relieves a little bit of pressure on the front part of that cage, but there is still an opportunity for Dangerous to help us find an opening here. No, he's going to go after Razagul Demanik instead.
I think it's going to be two. It's probably going to be two.
The tree is back on his feet, and here is the mighty Zug, who finds a double push. We're going to re-roll that.
Ooh. Very spicy. Ah, we are not basing the ball. I don't like this. This feels like
We want the foul.
not putting the mid in the. It's a good foul though.
The Forest's foul was sneaky, yet we do not break armor. We rolled a 3.
Oh, very disappointing. It's a 3. Well, the Bozos are split in two, but they can come back.
Yeah, they can go back towards the rest of the team. Can't they?
I don't like the fact that we prefer the foul before basing the ball with the mighty Zug. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, Zug would have made it more difficult for them to go back towards midfield here, because they would have been forced to commit resource to that.
Yeah,
Nice
and dodging
knockdown
away or
here.
blocking mighty Zug is in the break.
He's dwarf.
No, the break.
blockers.
These dwarfs.
They're awful.
They're terrible.
I mean, obviously dwarf blockers are terrible anyway. The troll goes stupid. Re-rolled into a POW because we really want that foul on the tree, and the referee is not okay with it. Off goes Chucker of B.
Is there an open gap to the ball?
There's an open gap for
And
the mighty
Zug can
Zug.
take it.
He'll need
Just
a
needs a
rush.
rush.
He's going to go for this straight away, is Zug. And he's going to get the sack. Mighty Zug with a rare sack on a ball carrier.
Oh, the mighty Zug. Not following up.
Oh, we could have caught
the ball
it.
is going. Oh, that's going to be a pressure. Remember that the troll is not stupid because he read it.
So the Royals putting a bit of pressure on the Bozos here. Remember, relegation on the line. Here comes the dirty player. Sneaky get foul from Bailey Wade, and that will give us a KO for no send-off. 2 blitzers gone. Dangerous.
Oh, Dangerous exposing himself.
Basing a troll. Brave boy. But the Royals are all in, and you love to see it. They've got nothing to lose here, except maybe some players. But their players haven't been that good. The troll goes stupid again, and this time it'll stick. Blitz from Thrust Brain Masher is not one that's going to clear up the ball all that much. Are we just relying on the sure hands of Maraudin Egger to get the job done here? That was a pro to allow us to push one play. We're just not going to deal with Zug. And we're going to let the sure hands of the thrower try and pick this ball up. He rolls a 1, he rolls a 3. That won't get it done. And the ball is
Maraudin
loose.
Egger at its best. What a classic. Oh, there is a chance for Wade to go through there. Macintosh can open the gap.
Zug's going to scatter the ball.
We are going
and
to
follow
scatter
this
the
up.
ball, and this time we are going to follow.
Can shadow that. We don't want to. The ball goes further towards the Bozos end zone. Can we get Eddie Sylvester into play here? Yes, we can with that knockdown from Macintosh. So Eddie Sylvester can come all the way around, not to base the ball. We want a blitz. 1 in 9, re-rolled on the 3+, only a push.
It's all in the hands of the halfling, I guess.
Halfling wants to
The
foul.
halfling has another plan. Makes the dodge. Makes the dodge. Makes the... Oh, good
Oh,
foul.
Lothar Marigold gets a KO.
Oh, it's another removal. This is not looking good for the Bozos. Although the ball is not base any longer.
Eddie Sylvester is powed, and Eddie Sylvester is KO'd. Big, big removal for the Black Crag Bozos, that.
Oh. That's a 1 in 9. Nobody's going
Okay.
anywhere. Oh, that's a Dauntless. Dauntless, good skill.
Zug's doing the
didn't see it
job
coming.
here. Egger has the ball. And is going to go for the protection of the troll. No, he's just going to go to the sideline on his own and hope for the best. Remember that from the Sartosa Deckhands perspective, they need the Royals to score 3 times. If we're going to have any chance of the Bozos getting into relegation trouble, even a 2-0 defeat is fine for the Orcs because they've got the head-to-head advantage over the Sartosa Deckhands. The Royals, we know,
Well,
are already relegated.
not sure what the plan is in here. Maybe we are going to try for the surf with Dangerous.
Orchard is going to free up the Dwarf Blocker, Silver Throne, and Orchard gets an armor break. And we can shadow that. We can pile drive with the tree. And here comes the sack attempt on the ball. It's good.
Oh, it's a good shot! That was very ballsy.
And the plus armor did not help. Silver Throne has it.
Ha ha ha! Silver Throne! He's going to reroll this.
Pro.
He used the pro!
Gorgon the Great is going to try and get the sack the other way, and Gorgon the Great gets it done.
Yeah, well, that was much easier.
And the stun is going to
Also the
free up
break.
that ball. That needs a reroll. That was a 1 in 9 from a player who does not have block. Dodge.
The Bozos down to 1 single reroll, and it's going to be the pickup from Rushak.
Ruckshak who has it now. Oh, Bailey Wade is dead. The dirty player Sneaky Git is no more on the 1 die. Failed dodge with a reroll from Thrust Brain Masher. I think Macintosh is in play here. The tree is going to fail the stand up, and we are going to make the dodge with Morgan Davey. Last reroll gone for the Royals.
It's going to be Macintosh.
Macintosh needs a rush here, gets it. We're going to have to go again on the 1 dice. He gets the sack, second time of asking. Macintosh puts the ball into the crowd.
Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball?
Oh, Marigold
Here.
can get a hold of that.
Oh dear, and Chug is also in there.
Lotho Marigold, can he pick it up? No, on the 4+. He's agility busted, of course. We didn't move Zug.
We didn't move Chug. That was not a good idea for sure.
The Bozos hanging on a bit here. If the Royals can get a score, it's not impossible that they can throw teammate at the start of the second half.
No, not moving Chug. Not
Failed
moving Chug
dodge.
has been a problem.
Crag Sharpthumb is down. The Bozos won't score on this drive. Oh, immediate failed dodge from Dangerous as he tried to blitz away. And I don't think the Royals can score either. Marigold takes a big hit and a stun. Silver Throne also takes a big hit. It'll be Maraudin Egger to have a go at Macintosh. And I don't think there's anyone now who can score for the Royals either. Too many players on the floor.
Basically down. So they can take a couple hits. Chug can take a block. Block, good skill. Trying to compensate for being completely out of position
Is
just a
there a
moment ago.
surf
And we are
available here?
Ooh.
We can surf Egger, can't we? No, we can surf Gargon the Great,
Gargon the
but we
Great.
didn't get the knockdown. What a red die against a troll.
We're going to try for a foul? No.
Half-time 0-0, and I think Clown Fiesta sums it up quite nicely, in all honesty. The Royals with a dead dirty player, but how were those KO rolls? They were really, really good. 2 out of 3. Lug Mosh Pit remains out for the Bozos, but they can replace him with a lineman. They will have 11 players for this drive.
Well, it's time for the offense of the Royals. The Royals looking for the win, not especially looking for the 3-0 win. So it feels like the Bozos are in a comfortable position right now.
Yeah, the Bozos are okay as it stands. The Royals were aware that the Deckhands needed a 3-0 win coming into the game. Moles under the pitch gives us a penalty to rushes, and that kick is so deep that we're not going to be making a throw teammate this turn on Roderick Rootopper. I think this is going to be a step too far for the Deckhands to get a good result that they need out of this game. Big hit on the troll, and he's KO'd.
Well, it's a removal. Tree is rooted, but the troll is gone also. Not a bad deal. Not the worst deal ever. Here comes Chuk, producing a knockdown on Crag's sharp thumb.
Oh, it's another KO. It's Appoed.
That's calling for the Appo.
Well, the Bozos are eating a lot of removals here. Going to be a foul from Marigold now on the dirty player. No break this time. And we were one short. Can Eddie Sylvester pick up the ball in the backfield? No, he cannot. The score on the next turn might still be on if the Royals want it.
You tell me how.
Well, we can give the ball to Roderick Rootopper and we can throw him.
Rootopper is like half a pitch away from the ball.
But he's movement 8, Eddie Sylvester. He can get there. Only needs a rush.
Ish.
Sylvester picks it up, hands off.
Rootopper is behind the tree.
Yeah,
Didn't see him. He's hidden in there.
Yeah, this is Marigold, clearly. So.
Well, this is asking for this kind of play.
Yeah, big pressure from the Bozos on this right flank. Where is the blitz? Gonna be...
I'm not sure.
Sylvester to pick up the ball. He's gonna hang on to the ball. Not going for the handoff this turn. Marigold's going to make a foul on Sharp Thumb before we've even taken a blitz. And Sneaky Git saves him. Here comes Dangerous with the blitz. And he gets the knockdown on Razagul Demanik. So the Royals just hanging on a turn for the time being.
Oh, I would have loved to see the handoff.
And it would have been a rush with Moles under the pitch, of course.
Ah, that's true. Well, it's a rush now, too, or not? No, now it's no rush. And now there is nobody who could intercept the halfling one way or another.
We can't get there without a rush this time because we're one square further forward than we were on the previous turn.
Oh, first time block with a loner.
Oh, failed dodge, snake dodge from Marigold.
Oh my goodness.
That was a 4+ dodge. And that is going to leave the ball really under pressure. The Royals are stuffing it up again. Maraudenegger is going to... Oh, Moles under the pitch rush. But he does get there.
Well, it's a 2-die on a blood piece. Maraudenegger's presence was not even needed.
Here comes Blitzkop Ruckshak with that blitz. He does not find the power on Eddie Sylvester, who hangs on for another turn. Double push from Razagul Demanik.
There was pushes.
But the Royals are under all sorts of pressure here.
I mean, they put the pressures on themselves by making some dice rolls before setting the ball minimally safe.
Zug again with the
like
knockdown.
That. You get a tap skull in there and it's end of the turn. Basically.
This is bold stuff. Although we do have assists there. Dangerous with the knockdown on Mauler.
Well, now the tree is
Sylvester
useful.
with the dodge. Gets the dodge
my
done.
goodness.
We have shadowing. Shadowing fails. Can Eddie Sylvester make it? He's going to take the rushes. He's made it. And Rootopper
Now,
has
yes.
the ball. And Rootopper's
Oh,
running
we
for
are
the
not
hills.
going to toss. We are not tossing the halfling. We are scoring the all the way.
The Royals are away. And Sure Feet came in very, very handy. McIntosh with the one dice armor break. And suddenly the Bozos are all over the place, and the Royals might be able to find a first win of the season as Lothar Marigold takes an armor break and a stun. It's really hard to remove that halfling. Goal
Well,
kick's
they can
going to
only
try
base.
and base the ball, and he does base the ball. Some blocks to take in the backfield here. Nice pow from Razagul to Manic. Armor break on Slashbeard. And a boat down that won't do anything there. There's another block to take over here. It's a push. Re-rolling it into
Re-rolling it.
pushes.
Well, that was spicy.
Well, we've got lots of different areas of the pitch to take a look at. Can the Royals find the score as Oakbury Orchard gets the knockdown on Mauler? Eddie Sylvester can come through.
The question is, can the Royals move the players before start rolling dice?
Oh, Zug's going to double skull.
No, they cannot.
They cannot.
They cannot.
Well, they've kind of been asking for that. And there's a chance.
They've been screaming for that. Oh, crazy.
There's a chance for the sack almost for free from goal kick.
The Bozos decide to roll dice also before doing anything else. Because
Yeah,
that's the
these
theme of this
blocks
game.
These blocks are way more important than the block on the ball.
It's super important. We're risking a dub skull, eh?
Oh, pushes only. Reroll
That's going to
gets
regret.
the pow. Last reroll used for the Bozos. No break on
That's not a break.
on Rootopper either.
Ooh.
We can try the pickup, and goal kick fails the
No.
pickup.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So 2 rerolls still for the Royals. Will they start moving plays before doing anything else?
Dodge from Dangerous.
It's going to be on
And
Dave.
this is all the rerolls. No! Oh, he didn't get himself!
The mouse did it!
It's textbook Royals, isn't it? It is textbook Royal Santa Magritta this season.
Excellent. That's amazing.
Well, can the Bozos find a win here? The Bozos, for sure now, are going to survive. They're not going to be relegated. There is no way the Royals can score the 3 touchdowns that the deckhands need them to score.
I think there is no way the Royals can score a touchdown, period. Oh, dear.
Pass attempt from goal kick. We're going to try and send this downfield to Egger. No, he's going to inaccurately drop that. Well, it's gone the right way.
I mean, there is a chance with Egger around for a second pass play in the next turn.
Here comes Mighty Zug. He's going to go and
It's going to
stand
be
next to the
tagged,
ball.
be annoying.
He makes a rush to get there.
With Moles under the pitch. Because why not? Well, I
it's
can see you
Sylvester.
play there.
Sylvester's going for this. And Sylvester's got it. And Sylvester's failed the dodge and knocked himself out and handed the ball
No,
to
magnet hands.
Marigold.
So
no.
very disappointing. So very disappointing.
Was that the Apo used on Eddie Sylvester? It was.
I know, but Egger is going to become a scoring threat.
Ognosh rip
And
off
we are
to have
not
a
going
go.
to try and scare the ball.
Oh, nice
That's
pass.
a knockdown on Marigold.
This game is just going to be 0-0, isn't it? It's just not. These teams could be here all day and nobody would score.
Fair. No chain pushing there, but that's going to free Another Black Orc.
The ball
will
is...
allow for a second scoring threat.
Yeah, the ball is on the tree. Nice knockdown on Silver Throne there. Pick-up attempt coming in from goal. Kick is bad. And he drops it next to the tree. Which helps absolutely no one. Two players upfield for the Royals who could technically still score if they can get the ball to one of these two guys. Dodge attempt and pass attempt from Roothopper. No! He's going to fail the second part of that dodge on the 1 in 9. And the Royals will not score. Oh, dauntless attempt on the tree. Nice play from Ruckshak. That does open up the ball. But we have to give it to Maraudenegger. Who on earth's picking this up? Where are we going? We've got Pro on that guy, I suppose.
I don't see the play.
Well, the Pro guy is going to come back and pass it, I guess.
Yes.
Here we go. Razagol Domanic's going to try. He's going to fail the pickup. And with the Pro, he's going to succeed. But fail the pickup again. And for the second straight week, Royal Santa Magritta draw 0-0.
If there is somewhere a textbook definition of shambles.
You know what? For the Bozos, it is more than good enough. That is the point they needed to ensure they will be in the Elite Division next season. And that really is all they cared about coming into this game. Ahead of the Howitzer Cup final, nobody got hurt. So, all round, a good day for the Bozos. For the Royals, they do go the whole season without finding a victory, becoming the first team in the ZFL Elite Division to achieve that unwanted feat. They'll drop down to the second division next season, and we'll have to see if they can make a comeback. From the start, from the very start of this season, they have just... That roster that they put together at the start of the season has just not been cut out for this, has it?
It's been a really uphill season for the Royals. Nothing has worked for them. When I say nothing, I mean really nothing. Absolutely nothing. No humans are bad? In an all-world alliance thing, maybe?
I think you might be onto something there. The Dwarfs have really not picked up the slack at all. Alfonso Pettersson had a poor season. He's dead now. Eddie Sylvester had a poor season. I think most of his SPP that he's got there has come from MVPs as much as anything. I think, yeah, that stipulation that they had to try and cram as many Dwarf and Halfling players into the team has not worked out for them. I think the Royals as well went for a gimmick around giving the ball to Roothopper and throwing him quite quickly. And then they got try-hard 2-1 grinded, like, all the time. So there's examples even when the Roothopper touchdown throw didn't work, where the teams have been more willing to stall out the game against the Royals than any other team. And I think that's demonstrated by the fact that despite getting relegated, having not won a game all season, the Royals have more sacks than anybody else in either division. Because teams have just been stalling out on them constantly. But it'll be a new era for them in the second division. We'll see if they can bounce back. From a lore perspective, they'll be the biggest team in the second division by some distance. The Bozos, they finished 10th last season, They're 9th this season as it stands. They are just finding a way. Finding a way to do enough to get over the line.